Halloween in the 1980s, when you and I were growing up, Halloween was a lot different than it is today. You made your own costume, you made your own Halloween decorations, and you went trick-or-treating with a pillowcase. And you didn't come home until the last porch light was turned off. So if there was that one neighbor who had a light on all night long, technically you can keep going back and saying trick or treat and getting candy. Am I right?
That didn't work for us, but I like the idea.
Here's the thing. Back then, I don't know about you guys or you, but my family didn't have that much money. So we made everything. I remember my first Halloween costume. I went as Freddy Krueger, and I had this brown work glove, and I made knives out of cardboard and tinfoil. Do you remember what your first Halloween costume was?
My very first, no, but I know that I can speak confidently. My father did my makeup. That much I do know. And I probably wore something of his that was a little oversized, that we made a little dirty. I probably was like a little hobo or something like that. But I don't remember my very first, no.
I wish we had pictures. If we did, we'd flash them right here, but you have to use your imagination. Now what we're getting at, growing up, you have this dream. We had this dream. Everybody knows Michael's. If you're here in the States, I don't know if they have them in other parts of the world, but Michael's, for as far back as I can remember, has been selling these Lemax Spooky Towns, these Halloween towns that you can buy that they would make sounds, they would light up, and they'd have these, like, almost like a cuckoo clock, like people going around, ghosts and goblins. But the thing is, these things were really expensive, am I right?
But little accessories too, like little skeletons.
And like little coffins, trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford them.
No, definitely not.
It was this unobtainable Halloween dream or nightmare to have a town. Well, our nightmares have come true. We reached out to Lemax and we pitched an idea to create the dream spooky town that everybody wishes they had. They loved the idea, and they sent us a whole bunch of spooky town houses and trees and little figurines to make what we've been dreaming about since we were a little kid.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing today.
Now what you're looking at here is everything that they sent us, plus some of the few little accessories that we purchased to go with it. It's big, it takes up a lot of space. And we immediately thought of our friends at Halloween Depot because they have this beautiful store that changes throughout the season, which has a lot of space in it.
They gave us permission to, for one night, come in, move things around, and create our spooky town of our dreams, or like I said, nightmares. So enjoy.
Come, bad luck is coming my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.
Well, not only do we have these building blocks, but we also have like that autumn grass. So I feel like we should lay that down first. And then that could be the horseshoe that you're talking about and build everything else around that, right? But I feel like if we lay this down like this and then build the town around it and have the cemetery possibly in the center, that might be kind of cool, right? Just a quick heads up, everything that we're using to build our spooky town is things that we actually bought at Michael's. Lemax didn't send us these. You can walk into any Michael's and buy these little risers and fake grass. Some of them we found are different colors, which is fine. But it's like, I feel like, you know, for Christmas, how you build those gingerbread houses? I feel like that's what we're doing, but with our dream town for Halloween. But before we take everything out of the box, Jessica had this great idea of lining everything up to kind of see where everything would be, just to kind of visualize it. We're gonna get everything out of the boxes in just a moment. But this is the start of our town. Now, of course, whenever we start laying the moss and all the little tiny pieces and the cemeteries and the little people, hey, check this out, the gloom room. everything's gonna change. And then the real fun begins. All right, baby girl, out of everything that we have out on the table, which ones are you the most excited about firing up? There's a few that we're saving till the very end, but out of the ones that are here.
Can I have a three-way tie?
Give me your top three.
Okay. I love the carnival aspect ones that look like they're a haunted house, which is going to be the one here, the haunted hotel. Then, of course, is the Web of Terror. I love spiders. But then the Bat Bonanza, not because it's bats, but because it's a theme park ride, kind of. And I think they're so sweet.
Getting everything out and on the table, we quickly realized that it makes sense to just kind of get all the big pieces up on the risers to make it easier to photograph and be able to see them all, because we have this whole space right here. It's almost like a carnival midway. We have hearses, we have tombstones, we have trick-or-treaters, we have this Halloween town to build officially now that we got everything up. Like, we have this windmill, so we got to find a place for that. Got a couple different hearses. Here's this one right here, driven by the Grim Reaper. We got a ghostly carriage right here. And then, looks like a witch. It says Esmeralda the Great performs her levitation spell tonight. It's like a witch magic act. Yeah. And then we got the trees and all the little tombstones and all the leaves. So it's coming to life. You know, in a way, I kind of feel like we're in the movie Beetlejuice, where Adam Maitland was creating the town that they were living in the attic. Here we are creating our dream spooky town in our friend's warehouse, Halloween Depot. Oh man.
That's so cute.
Now, don't get me wrong, the big pieces are the best, but it's this little stuff. Danger, beware of falling blades, and there's like a spider and a freaking owl on there. But it's the little stuff that just kind of give it all character. So I know this is going to come off like a commercial. If you do decide to buy the Lemax collection for Spooky Town, you got to pick up the little tiny pieces, because that's where the magic is. Behind me, Jessica is doing a little mad scientist experiments, if you will. Well, to be completely honest, Michaels has some Michaels exclusives that you can't get from the Lemax website. This one here, she bought it the other day mainly because of the giant pumpkin. But once you put water and a little wick in there, fog, mist comes out of the pumpkin's mouth down into your town. So Jessica took some time prepping this. She's gonna pour the water in right now. Oh, the light's out. Oh, there it goes. Right, you can stop. The light's out and you can see the mist coming through. All right. That's pretty bad booty. Let's back up. You see it? Man, that's cool. And then up here, you got little pumpkin head people dancing around the pumpkin tree. Look at that. All the sounds, the screams, the laughter, the carnival music. Oh, I love it. It has been a good couple of hours, but we're finally done. We got the Michaels exclusive right here. This is Jessica's favorite because of the pumpkin. See all the mist coming out? And right behind that, we have the haunted Black Raven Manor. Man, I love the ghosts in the window. Look at that. Over here in the corner, we got the gloom room. See the little bartender down there in the bottom right? Pick your poison. Man, that's beautiful. And up here at the very top, there's a bunch of undead zombies dancing the night away. Looks like we got one little wallflower. In the center of your screen, we have the horrid haunted hotel. Look at those little guys running around. Man, that's beautiful. We got the mortuary and notions, potions, withered flowers, and right next to that, check out this lighthouse. It's the Point Dread Lighthouse. Look at all those ghastly ghouls surrounding it. To the right of the Web of Tower, we have another Michael's exclusive. It's the Headstone Mill Brewery. I don't know what it is about the windmills. I just freaking love them. And I think both Jessica and I agree that the carnival section has to be our favorite. Right over here, we have the Web of Terror. Right next to that is the Count's Bat Bonanza. And then over here in the corner, it's a little dark, but you can see it. The Pit and the Pendulum. Oh man. I want to play in this park. Another one of my favorites in our Lemax Spooky Town is the Evil Spirits Distillery over here. Mainly because of the ghosts flying around in the back. Right here in the center of the cemetery, we have Esmeralda the Great performing her levitation act. And then right over here at the entrance to the carnival at the back of the cemetery, we have Madame Serena's tarot readings. You see the trick-or-treating ghosts? Man, I love it. Tombstone says, "Happy hauntings." To give you an idea of the scale of this thing, there's Jessica getting some shots for social media. I wish this place existed in real life. This is beautiful. Let's get one more look at this place. We got the gloom room. Oh man, this is just so much fun. Right? Man. I feel bad that we got to take it all down. I kind of want to leave it up. But when we get back to our apartment, we have a spare room, so we're going to have to set it up. Now, I'm not gonna lie, baby girl, this whole experience, building this spooky town, I feel like we were preparing for a movie, like building a stop motion animation set, like Tim Burton. This has been phenomenal. I mean, look at this.
My babies.
Your babies.
My babies.
Now we gotta take it apart and rebuild it in our home at some point. We gotta find a place for all of this. And with that, we want to thank you for joining us on another Grimm adventure, this time building our official Grimm Life Collective Lemax Spooky Town at our friends, the Halloween Depot. And of course, as always, happy Halloween.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.